Well, 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 if it isn't Turnip. Sup, man? What's up, beautiful? Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. I haven't even done anything. I really don't understand why y'all keep subscribing. I hardly ever stream it. But I do appreciate it. Rag City, bitch. Rag City, bitch. Rag City, bitch. Rag City, bitch. Bro, I fell and my pinky is bleeding, bro. Can you believe that? Of everything that I could have heard, my pinky is bleeding, dude. That is wild to me. Rag City, bitch. Rag City, bitch. Rag City, bitch. Rag City, bitch. Hey, hey. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Stop, Bunny! Helly, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm hiding, but not for long. I needed to do some shit. Here I am. Hello there. A new angle and everything, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, that's the weirdest skating fucking injury I've ever had, bro. It's painful as shit, too. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. How is the audio? Should I turn up the music or no? Is the music good? What's up, Ash? What's up, Turnip? What's up, Helly Bunny? Yeah, it's been a while indeed. That does look odd. It feels odd too. Feels like my pinky is hurt. Yeah, man. Am I alone here? Why am I alone here? Where are Dewey and Debio? What the helly? What the helium? They are slacking, bro. They are slacking, bro. I hate this. So how do I do the new, like, you got presets now, right? Check character window. View closet. Bitch, excuse me. Roomba. It's a mission. Bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? How much of a grind is it? Is it bad? And you don't see anything weird about the character window. Look, does it though? I mean, I guess. 500 coins in this economy? In this economy, I don't have 500 coins. I am broke. Bruh, somebody give me money. Give me money. Who stole your coins? Fucking Björn did. I mean, Dewey. Dewey and Debbie stole it. Yo. Oh my god, bro. Fucking hell. I got croissants, man. Gotta eat something. Bro, I've skated and I can hardly stand now. My ankles are tired, man. Where you been, slacker? I've been slacking. Where have you been? I need home delivery at the dungeon entrance. Forgot to bring food. I do that all the time, bro. Mike is still over there. I'm eating, bro. You're gonna have to wait. I'm still. Oh. Emma? Bro. No, I'm not. No. No. I was just muted for an half an hour and the second time an hour. Mm-mm. Not anymore. It was just very short. Hey, three words, man. 3-stream streak. Where the heck have you been? Right here. Where else? Where else would I have been? Not a twisty time unless he gets muted. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not me if I don't at least get muted once. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 2 times. I basically, right? There's this alpha jackal in the game we call Frank. And I was having a bad day. So I walked up to Frank and I told him, fuck you, Frank, I hate you. And I got auto-modded. Mute for half an hour. And the second time, people in region were like, or I don't know where it was, but people were like, wait, I'm not getting muted for this. So I started checking out if you can get muted for that, and it turns out you can. Because I got muted for an hour. For science, bro. It is what it is. Insulted. Yeah, dude. He must be the only bedcrafter that has been muted. Nah! A lot of people have been muted. I've seen a lot of people be like, hey, I'm back. I got modded for sucks. Yeah. It's auto moderation too. I think it's AI. Yeah, yep. I don't agree with this. Let me be edgy, you know? Bro, I'm so tired. This bitch hurts, man. Oh, damn, it's quite deep too. What the hell? It's actually quite deep. What the fuck, dude? Oh, damn. My pinky is missing a piece. There's a chunk of meat out of my pinky. I always skate at the same little stairs, the ledge that I love grinding. And today I decided to go to the skate park here. But the skate park here, the floor, right, is pretty much sandpaper. Like very rough concrete. So I was skating, I fell, caught myself, and the rough ground just took a piece out of my pinky, man. I went to wrong dungeon entrance. Skill issue, Helly. Skill issue, man. I better soak that. Nah. It's alright. Bitcraft had maintenance. I know. I used the maintenance, the downtime to go skating. You know, I just went skating, man. I think I'm the only one online right now. Let me check. Where are these noobs? Hey. Let me check. La 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 la. Hey, you all are witnessing now that only Twisty is the real grinder here. I'm the only one home. Nobody else is grinding right now but me. You see that Cthulhu in region chat, by the way? They muted me in game because I was spreading anti-Balto propaganda. And they got really angry about that. I washed the dishes and a bit of gardening. Hey, it's such nice weather here right now. 15 degrees and sunny. I think I'm gonna go out every day again. However, let me check what the weather's gonna bring for the upcoming week. So up until Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday it's gonna rain again. I guess I have a few skate days. Let's just see how I will fare after today. Because, bro, bitch, look at this. My whole fucking palm is just scraped the fuck up, man. But it doesn't really get bloody anymore because it's been open so many times that it's pretty much the toughest part of my body at this point. Hope, come to Hope. I will pass you a few coins. Helly, I'm in Region 8. I am all the way in Region 8. We started our own little settlement in Region 8. 12 degrees and good weather till Monday. Yes. Bro, my knees are sweaty. How the fuck? Look at this. How the fuck is my knee that sweaty, bro? I mean, I have been wearing protection, which probably helped with the sweat. But this is wild. This is wild. Oh, wet ass spot on my knee, man. The helly? What the hell? What happened to the holy tree? It's right here. The mother tree. Oh, and that's when I wish to protect you. There we go. 30 plus days. That will do, right? That will be enough for tier 4. Planks going there. Bitch. Bitch. Bro. My what do you call that? Let me see. My stamina is shit. My stamina is garbage. It is a little better since I quit smoking. But yeah, it ain't great, is it? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get fish oil. Holy bitch. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of fish oil. I'm gonna need a lot of fish oil. Let's get fish oil. Put it down. Hey, 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 hey. This is the ingredients. What are you guys saying? Doesn't mean you can't TP here. That's 20 energy. It's a lot of energy. It is a lot of energy. You know what? I will. I'm gonna do it now. Hey, 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 hey. Hope, right? Everything for money. 30! That is expensivo. Holy moly. I got a streamer to add Microscape redeems. Hell yeah, dude. The more the merrier, right? And why did you ditch the roots? We just felt that the three of us had a different philosophy than most people in the root, and it was causing a little bit of friction. So we just decided, yeah, maybe it's a good moment to start our own little thing. We're still part of the empire. We're still part of the turnip fields. We just, yeah, got our own. What the fuck is this airfield over here, Helly? Holy moly. You guys been busy, huh? I don't recognize this place anymore. This isn't the place I'm used to. Where's Helly, huh? Hey, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. What the? Oh, you hear that? I'm not caught up. I'm gonna play this song again, by the way. What did I miss? Uh, Silutra? Is that how I say it? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Highly appreciate it. Ellie, where are you? Where is thou? Huh? Ava Riva now redeems Microscape energy. Hell yeah. Hey, this guy. Oh, hey. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Is that your alt, Helly? Or what? I'm not home. Oh my. Wait, he's not there, yeah. Next time, read chat before you TP. What did I miss? They told me to TP. Hey, thank you so much. Ron, hello there. How is it going? EYWA. Wait, it's better if I do the home TP, right? This. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a co-owner. Ah, what's up, Silutra? How you doing? First message. Send them a message in hopes on chat to someone to pass you the coins. Thank you. I appreciate it. Morning. It is the end of the afternoon run for me. This route looks funny. Well, how about this route? This is the new mother tree now. This is my new mother tree, man. Yeah, I was going to fish. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me get some bait. Tier 1. Start with that. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. I'm wearing the right gear this time. Oh, I need to do the quest. Why did I TP out of there? I could have done the quest. Oh, man. Oh, man. Holy shit. That's a lot of sound alerts that I have on. I mean, never wrong to recruit people for Microscape, right? Okay, this is the most exhilarating gameplay you will ever see. Me fishing and eating. I sound alerts still on. I mean, song requests. Excuse me, why is your song request not on? There we go. It's one coin, by the way. Every time somebody abuses the cheapness of the song request, it goes up by 1,000%, like tenfold. So if somebody abuses now, it will be 10 coins. Do it again, it will be 100 coins. Do it again, it will be 1,000, you know? Just like that. Yeah, man. We moved, Ron, to Region 8. How's it going for you guys? Good food, man. I'm gonna clean my pinky real quick. That shit hurts, man. But you know, it's better to have a hole in your pinky than to have a pinky in your hole. What? What? Well, that's far. I assume since it's only 1 digit. Yeah, look. We're right here. This is region 19, where you guys are at. Holy shit, Mythical Kingdom is growing, huh? Yeah. And we are all the way down here. Oh, Rami, how you doing, man? How art thou doing? I appreciate the follow, dude. You know what I need to do? That's the power of love. I need to find a way that if somebody subscribes, like listening to 2 songs at the same time, very twisty core, but it can be overwhelming even to me. I need to find a way that sound alerts stop my music for a minute, or at least mute them. If any of you know how, hit me up, man. Hit me up. I did to soak it. I'm not gonna soak it. I cleaned it a little bit. Look. That bitch hurts, man. But like I said, better have a hole in your pinky than a pinky in your hole. Then again, there's a moment for everything, you know? Going good, honestly. I miss you guys, but I do appreciate the organization out there. It's very easy to navigate. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I mean, I do miss the route. But yeah, especially because we're only 3 of us. It's very easy to keep oversight on everything. You know what I mean? You sure talking from personal experience about the pinky? But like I said, there is a moment for everything. There is a moment for everything. Sometimes a pinky in the hole solves all your problems. I said what I said. Right on the right. Bro, these fish are always fucking walking away from me, bro. There we go. Check out Rami from TV Live. Check out my boy Rami. They have a stream with cats fighting. I was watching the stream last night, and his cats started fighting. Hey, the best thing I've ever seen on Twitch. Turnip says still working on the structure, I admit, but I will get there. I mean, then again, Turnip, you guys have a very different philosophy. And honestly, it seems like it works out for you guys, you know? Like you say, you guys aren't racing the tiers, you know? And as long as that's your philosophy, you don't need utmost structure, you know? You're on the ride. Yeah, man. Bro, my pinky, man. Ah, bitch. It hurts, though. It hurts. Fishing Friday, Region 9, and Slayer Sunday. Can you fill me in? What? There's a chumming event or something. Is everybody gonna put their rods in the same chum hole? Or what? I wanna chum with you guys. What tier are we gonna chum though? Hey. Oh, I need to eat. What? Add to action bar? Yo. Am I finding out something new here? Heart flutter I wanna keep. Struck can go. Sit, this one can go. Pim, pim, hey. Yeah. Doom, doom. I don't use that one. So let's add to action bar. Oh my god. Has that always been the case? Yeah, yeah. Yo, Maka Flow. What the fuck are you talking about, Björn? What the hell are you saying? Yo, Maka Flow? Are you trying... Bro, you're trying to, do freestyler, right? Dewey is actually the best rapper I've ever heard. Let me add freestyler to the queue. Hey, Maka Flow. What? What is Hey, Maka Flow? What are you talking about, Björn? You trying to confuse me again? Because you're being quite successful, honestly. Wait, it's always been like that? I didn't know that. I've been fucking manually eating. And then you click it and it goes into your skip. Pissed me off, man. Bro, I will kick you from our settlement, man, if you keep this up. What is Yo Maka Flow? Weirdo. We need tier 2 timber. Who's stopping you? Huh? I'm fishing for the tier 3. You know, like we agreed to. I like that. I really like that. Ooh. I like that. I really like that. I like that. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. It's so nice, man. You guys seen that? Look at that. By the way, right? So I came home, I took off my skate, and I was like, why the fuck is it so loose? Bro, I skated one of my bolts off. I need to buy a new cuff bolt now. Look at this. It's completely loose, man. I was in the grocery. Wow, look at this. It's all scuffed up, man. Yo, there's nothing left of my H block. Uh-oh. 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 Bro, I'm gonna need new... Oh, look at my frame, dude. Look how scuffed up my frame is. That's wild. It's gone, bro. This is my right side. Oh. No, this is my left. Yeah, that's from Soul Grinds. Holy shit. Yeah, I need new frames, man. I need the new cuff bolt. I need new frames. And with that H block, I'm going through these things like it's nothing, man. Rock the microphone. Ooh, Sarah, you're cool. Let's go. That song's about me, huh? Time for new ones anyway. What you mean new ones? Skates. No wonder why you fall so much. Do you know what you're talking about? Because I feel like you don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Having the skates a little bit worn in makes it easier to do the grinds. Because, like, when you do a soul grind, right? With the back skate, you use the the sole plate. But the sole plate is straight, but you don't want to go on straight. You want to go on like this. And if you look at my frame, you can see that it's easier. There's more area right now to put it like that, you know, instead of like this, which has less friction, which makes grinding easier. So I definitely have to replace my frame, but not my sole plate yet. Even though my sole plate is also worn out. Stilo's breng mini kilos. Delicious, delicious. You tell me you fall all the time. It goes with the territory, man. It comes with the territory, Björn. Skating equals falling until you make it. Hearing a lot of words but not hearing the context was very sus words. What did I say? What did I say? How does the quick equip for art? You need to buy it. You need to buy it from Roomba. 500 coins, man. Oh, fuck, I bit my lip. Oh, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I didn't. I got it from, Helly. What do you mean? It's this one, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Rock the microphone, beep, beep, from the top of my dome as I rock the microphone. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to a settlement that has Roomba. Does this Dewey, do you know if that tier 4 settlement has Roomba? No. You need 2 to equip back and forth, 2 slots. Huh? What? What are you talking about, me? I want to check if this one got Roomba. They better, or I'm gonna file a complaint. I don't know, Dewey. I haven't done it yet. Is tier 7 exquisite? No, tier 5, Dewey says. Doom, dum, 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 Doom. Bidim. Show. Oh my god, these idiots don't have nothing here. Oh god. What the hell? They're tier 4, but they have nothing? Bruh. What the hell? Ornette is tier 7. Okay. My pinky hurts. Bro, I don't know. Show. Added quest for unlocking second equipment preset tab. I don't know how it works, Dewey. Or should I say, Björn? You were so good at this game, right? Always acting like you're the best, huh? And you don't even know this, bro? Such a disappointment, bro. I am disappointed. Bro, taking over the show. I need to tell my buddy that I lost my cuff bolt. Maybe he has one. I lost my cuff bolt. Yeah, I'm gonna go back tonight, see if I can find it. Should still be there, right? Or maybe they just mean you need that second to even swap. I think so. Hey. Does this one have Roomba or no? Guess we'll find out soon enough, huh? Oh, I love this drink, man. Oh my god. I just realized something. Somebody requested a song and it didn't play. I am sorry. I will get on it right now. I didn't have Songify opened. Hello, Songify? Why is Songify not working? Disconnected. Let me wait. What did that person request? Ash requested one, but somebody else too. Bruh. Give me a second. Please, someone to love. Okay, Ash was the first one. I'm gonna put that one on right now. Strobe Sparky, right? Excuse me? Excuse me? There we go. Ooh, I love this song. That's a really good one. And then Sarah, You're Cool by requested by Helly. Let me put that in. I got you. I did open Songify now, but it doesn't seem to be connecting. It does not seem to be connecting. Only two so far, including the original one. Do you have stuff in Skiff? Do I? No. I don't. What the fuck is up with device? What? Why is it not doing anymore? Ash, are you still here? The first two and the last thingy are green, and the second to last thingy for Spotify, it says disconnected. What the hell? Why? Spotify link. Maybe this works. I think I got it. Yay! Hey, I did it. I done did it. Okay, it should be good now. Yep. Not streamed in a while, so no. Yeah, that shit keeps updating and it just don't work, man. It's wildly annoying. Hey, Mushi Mushi, how are you? Oh, Roomba's right there, guys. Ah, my pinky, bro. Tuned it. Hey, hey, hey. This is big, bro, taking note. Show. Okay. Talk to Roomba. Dress for success. Deliver 500 hex coins. Okay. Okay. Quest complete. Turn in. Okay, how do it work though? Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Let me get back in my boat. Gonna do store all real quick. And then we got the woven. Oh, fuck. Hey. Hey. Oh, I hate the fact that you can't click through the notifications. Okay. Oh, man. Right here. Preset 2. Equip? Wait, what? Okay, how does this work, bro? What am I doing wrong? 2? Oh, equip preset. I see. Wow. That is extra clicking. I hate that. Then we go 1. Equip preset. Yay! We done did do it. Click equip. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't understand. Just let me click 2 and wear it immediately, you know. What the hell? Can I take 500 out of treasury so I can get back that shit? Yeah, sure, of course. Of course. If it's even in the treasury right now, the hole in my pinky is really throbbing. I mean, bye. Yeah, I know what you mean. I speak Björn too. I want keybind for swapping set. I was hoping they already implemented the keybind. Now I have to go here. I have to click this and then equip. That's 1, 2, 3 fucking actions for one thing. That's wild. That's wild. Why am I cold? I'm still sweaty as shit. I guess sweat really does cool you down, huh? Jump party. Oh my god, it's caps. I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Yeah. Okay, my turn. Yeah. Everybody who's an OG to my streams knows this song. I guess Eminem was wrong. My palms ain't sweaty, knees weak nor heavy, you know. There's no vomit on my sweater already, but my knees are sweaty. My knees are sweaty. And I have cold knees right now. Maybe that's because there's big ass holes in my... there's knee holes in my pants. I can't use shift because my pinky is all scuffed up. I'm having a bad time. I'm suffering. I'm thinking of solutions. How is the volume, by the way? Do I need to turn the music? I'm going to turn the music up. I think it can go up a little more. How's this? Hey, 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 hey. I'm cold, man. What the hell? Oh, right. There's gonna be a dev stream, right? When is the dev stream? When is the dev stream? Yeah. Ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights off. Turn the lights off. Turn them on. You mean? My knees are cold. Help. I think I need to change my pants real quick. I'd love to learn. How did Simpip get the lion? How did Simpip get a lion? You. I said, ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights on. And ooh, cause it's getting late. The dev stream is now. The dev stream is now. Let's go check that out, right? With live twisty commentary. With live twisty commentary. Let me pull that up. Let me pull this up real quick. Window capture. Capture audio. No.
Multiple preset tabs. Each tab gives the ability to quickly swap between equipment sets, which includes basically the 6 clothing pieces as well as your jewelry slot. The weapon and the heart slot are notably not included here. So when you switch preset tabs, you will not switch your heart and your weapon. Currently, each of these tabs also acts as storage for the items. So the items don't go back into your inventory when you swap tabs.
There we go.
You actually store them in the tab.
It's quite loud, huh?
Currently, you start with obviously one tab unlocked, as you kind of had before, but the second tab is now unlockable with a quest, which I believe becomes unlocked at level 15 in any profession. And I believe this also requires 500 hex coins, which shouldn't be too costly. we determined that like level 15 was a reasonable time when you're probably getting to the point where you might conceivably have a second set of gear. I think prior to that, it's not a strong need, or it's very unlikely that you're dealing with multiple sets of gear prior to that. I think we wanted to make sure that you are able to get
There you
access
go.
to a second
Or
preset
put it
fairly
down.
early. The plan is to add the third preset in the near future. And we would have that be unlocked maybe around like level, I would say 25-ish in any skill. And the cost for that one would probably be climbing a little bit instead of
Uh-oh.
being just trivial to get. I guess one thing I see questions being asked here. In the future, we are adding hotkeys for switching between presets. I saw that being asked in the chat here. So I believe the way that this is already implemented. It's just it wasn't in time to ship in this update.
Oh man, it's
I
not.
believe the way
It's
this
frozen
works
in
is
it,
that it is technically an
bruh.
ability, so you can bind it on your action bar and you can rebind your action bar to whatever. This is also nice for you can bind like two keys next to each other if you want to also swap the weapon.
Let me open my stream manager real quick.
And we will add more sources for even more equipment tabs in the future. The third tab is almost certainly going to come in the next update.
Okay, there we go.
It will be unlocked, like I said, probably around level 25-ish in any skill, which I think is a reasonable time for having 3 sets. Happy to hear feedback from everyone in chat if you guys think that's reasonable or unreasonable. But that was our kind of thinking on this.
I don't really
Next
agree
up is
on making that
So I've seen a lot
grind
of kind of
or
questions about
viable.
crits
That
of,
should
like,
just be base game.
Are these pointless, or why do these exist, or what's the purpose of this, and won't this cause this problem or this problem? I like to think that this is something that we've thought reasonably about. It's something that actually existed in the game a long time ago, and we took it out because it was not having the effects that we wanted in the game. And we spent a decent bit of time thinking about it. What were the flaws with it? What were we trying to achieve with it? And we brought it back in. So I'm happy. I think maybe it makes sense for me to lay out what our perspective on the profession crits is, because I think there's some misconceptions that I can maybe clear up. So why have crits at all?
No.
Or I guess, like, I think the idea of crits is reasonably appealing. I think we can all understand that, like, the idea of like doing a crit and doing more damage in a game where you're hitting stuff is exciting and cool and fun. I think the question that we ran into in a game like Bitcraft, where there's generally not a lot of randomness and you're doing a lot of the same thing many times in a row.
I disagree with Zurich.
If you think about what is a if you're playing a traditional MMO like World of Warcraft, for example, and you have a certain crit chance and you have a certain crit multiplier, on the average, what does that do? It's basically just more DPS, right? And so obviously, in the case of like PvP or other things like that, the burstiness of a crit can be random and exciting, and it can sway things. But if you're just doing like mythic dungeons or something like that, really what your crit chance and crit multiplier kind of come out to is essentially just average DPS up, right? And even more so in Bitcraft, when the power is actually stable. It's not like you're doing a range of power every time you hit with your tool, whether you're gathering or crafting. Essentially, over hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of hits, crit chance is even more of just like it essentially just averages out to an average power increase, right? So if you have a 10% crit chance to do 50% more damage, that's basically just a 5% increase, right? So will there be crit for hunting? I think you're talking about the crit being applied to the actual bow part of hunting. I think that's something we'd like to do. It just wasn't in scope for the first edition of this, but I will come back to that one. So the when we previously added crits to the game, the problem was that they did two things. So number one was they essentially caused issues with the progression of the XP rates because crits were giving you bonus power. In order for those crits to be meaningful, they basically don't start explaining how probability works. Only once you get it will complain. So I guess I'll try to be a little bit simpler with it. I think you guys understand enough about probability and whatnot. The problem we had before was that crits were just a proxy for essentially more DPS. And then when you're choosing between, do I want crit chance or do I want like +2 power, you're basically just evaluating which one of those is average more power. And it's not a very interesting decision. You can calculate it very simply, very quickly, because there are no ranges, and a lot of Bitcraft is played on the average, not on like second to second.
That Zurich is so dead set on bootlicking that they refuse to see that having new players deal with the vault is way more overwhelming than
player choice. And
presets.
So because of that, we needed crits to not just be average power up. And so the way that we came up with
like these people, they pretend new players don't come in and join a big group and get every single fucking set they need for that tier, you know?
Crits would give you substantially more power, which is going to impact your yield. However, the bonus damage from the crit would not give you additional XP. And so if you're choosing between a little bit of raw power or more, relatively more crit power, you're basically choosing, do I want more yield at the cost of no bonus XP, or do I want a little bit more yield in terms of items plus a little bit of extra XP? And so now that's actually a choice that you as a player can make. And I think there's cases in the game where different ones of those are going to appeal to you. And there's also different circumstances in the game where one of those is more impactful than the other. So, for example, in prospecting, prospecting generally gives a lot more kind of, either you're getting a unique item or you're getting more of an item at the end of a prospecting hunt. But the catch is you can only do a limited number of hits. And so if you're prospecting for something that is otherwise a limited source item, it's not like you have a fixed amount of damage.
Oh, these people, man. I can't deal with this type of people. It's always the loudest ones who are wrong.
And so, for example, in that case, you might be trading off
every game, you know, every game has presets.
Your,
a lot of games have presets, and making it a reward is just dumb, in my opinion. But oh well. Oh well.
The small increase in raw power would.
These people would agree with anything, I think.
So hopefully what we're trying to do is create a system
Twisty
where,
is just an upset multi-boxer, probably.
I just want to do
bro, hey, these people are fucking terrible, man.
And you're less
wow.
XP.
Wow. They're actually offended by me saying it shouldn't be a reward.
Or kind of middle of the road.
The third one could have been a quest. Nah, I think we should get like 5 presets. Boom. Just implement it.
And so we've
skip the whole vault stuff
with the content we've added so far with the
yeah, I agree.
Rings.
But now I am obviously
substantially more,
upset. Very upset.
Sources of these new stats.
So upset.
And our hope is that, you know, as this new stat evolves into having content throughout the progression, it'll give players a choice kind of at any stage of the game.
Oh man,
maybe other than the very early game, where you can
always
think
these
about,
types of people in there,
building your character in a way where you're thinking about what your goal is. Is my goal to, you know, my group is pushing for tier 6 claim. We're really short on materials. We need to get them. We have all the levels, but we need the materials. Let me put on my crit build and go out gathering, or power craft the scholar bench on a help task, on a help crafting project, so that we can get this stuff done quicker, versus using my other ring or my other armor, my other whatever, to just have you know, a slight power or a slight speed increase. So that's the goal with this. Hopefully that gives a framing for you guys to look at the system and the content and give us feedback. I think it's not going to be able to be evaluated.
Why do you need
100%
fire though?
until we have more content.
Because there's
with
also
it, think,
clothing, for example.
Take a look at
I think what I've heard for cold weather, etc. You know, and yeah.
You know, give us some feedback.
I don't know what there is out there. I'm still a noob, you know,
stats,
so I'm just saying.
I'm happy to
5.
listen to the community and see if we
just
can
picking a number, you know,
creates interesting choices. But the goal here is to make like meaningful itemization decisions as far as what players build, and especially with having these presets being able to utilize. So I'll quickly run through this just as far as in case the system was not clear. We've added new stats for crit chance and crit multiplier for each of the professions. You can see these if you hit the H menu, go to the first tab and click on view detailed stats at the bottom and then scroll down. You can see in the profession stuff, which I think maybe I can actually... Like
what did he say? H, view detailed statistics. Oh.
So you can see these down here. Currently, there's an issue where
I didn't even know this.
These crit multipliers should be showing with like there should be like an X, like 0.5x, and this crit chance should be showing as a percentage, like a probably like a +%, like this one. The formatting is not correct on this right now. This is being fixed or has been fixed, and it hasn't been updated in the live game yet.
I don't think it has room for that, but hardcore. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
Let's see here if I can fix that.
Like if there's only 3, make it 3. You know, it's just the point that I don't think it should be a money sink or anything. It should just be in the game. And the people in chat comparing it to the card, that's just wild. That's just wild, bro. That's like Brideshore saying, yeah, we have implemented left-click actions, like direct actions. However, you gotta do a quest first. No, make the game better. You know, don't make the game better as a reward. No, make the game better. It was just clickbait. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't even a quest. It's just a money sink. I don't see the point of that.
Crits apply additional progress/power to an action, but additional XP is not rewarded for the bonus power. So what this means is if you have whatever chance and you hit a crit with a 0.5 extra multiplier, say you have 10 power, you're gonna gain 10 power worth of XP, but the additional 5 power from the 50% crit multiplier is not going to give any XP. So it's as if you just hit a 10 in terms of XP, but it's as if you hit a 15 in terms of the yield on the
resources.
Or the
okay, yeah, I see.
We've added the rings for all professions at tier 3, which the primary source of these is Argent, which comes from the mining prospecting. We're going to be adding more sources for these stats in the future. Next is we've added the ability to change, the font size. So this was a quality of life one that people requested last week or maybe 2 weeks ago on stream. And so now you can change the scaling of the text without scaling the entire UI. Next up is the prospecting changes. So I think this is actually a good one for us to maybe take a look at in game, but for now I'll at least explain what the changes are. As mentioned already, we have for the prospecting improvements here, we've made these quality of life changes, but we haven't yet added the content for the animal prospecting. So that is it's actually ready, so it'll be included in the next update. But currently, the quality of life changes that we've made.
Let me give you guys an hour of Microscape.
You now see a small window which shows the state of
give
the
me
hunt,
a second.
Including other players. One thing to note about this is that the final UI was not able to be implemented yet. So the current UI for the prospecting window is going to be improved. This is something that is already in progress, but it was it wasn't implemented. It was implemented not exactly to the spec in the first pass, and then we didn't have enough time to finish implementing the kind of updated version of it, and I didn't want to pull just the way the code isolation works is I didn't want to pull this entire feature out of the update, so I made the call to ship it to you guys as it is. It's not broken. It's just not. It's a little bit less subtle than I would like it to be, so we'll get that improved in the next update. We've added the concept of an active compass mode. So if you guys have done prospecting already, you'll notice that like when you do the prospecting animation and action, it spawns a kind of compass visual in the world, which points to the direction of the next node in the prospecting hunt. We call this, or we consider this thing to be the prospecting compass. And so in normal prospecting, especially when you're doing it by yourself, every time you're hunting for the next node that hasn't been revealed by anyone yet, you're going to be using the normal compass. So you use the ability, it spawns the compass. The compass is attached to the ground and it points in the direction. So you can use that to, yeah, I'll show an example in a minute. I just don't want to be flipping back and forth between the web page. And
hey, nice chick flick.
It's just a little bit easier for me to
Congratulations.
I will show this stuff on stream after.
Thank you, Dewey, for the 2 hours. Appreciate it.
So the every time you use the processing ability, it's going to spawn a normal compass, which is static, and it lasts for a few seconds and it points you in the right direction. This kind of makes like the challenge of prospecting is like you're trying to pin down the exact location of the next node, and then you're finding the chain of nodes to find the eventual thing at the end of it. What we've added now is the concept of the active compass mode. And so the active compass mode is meant to help you more strongly than the normal compass mode. And the places where we want to use that are to help better support and reward cooperative prospecting, as well as just improving some of the other cases that you can get into while prospecting. Namely, I think a lot of people felt kind of cheated by the fact that you say you're doing a prospecting hunt where it says there's 5 steps. You get to the 5th step and you're like, all right, this is it. But then it actually is the resource that's been revealed is actually not at the 5th step location. It's actually a little bit further from there. It almost feels like a hidden 6th step. So I guess with this new active compass mode, the way we're using this is right now, I guess I'll start with this one first, which is when you get to the end of the nodes in the hunt and the resource has been revealed to you, this also applies for the mob, which in the case of the enemy and hunting prospecting, which is coming next week. Once you've revealed the final resource, you will have an active compass to track down the location of the resource.
Thank you, Chick Flick. Appreciate it.
Other place where we're using this right now is if you're prospecting a group, you can think of each node as being either revealed or unrevealed. And the way this works is that once one person in the hunt, which you can now see the list of other players in the hunt in the window, once one player has found the highest node in the hunt, any other player who's below that node will now have an active compass kind of helping push them towards catching up with the leaders. This actually means that if you have 2 people prospecting separately, every single step, you're both going to be using the normal compass. But if you have 2 people on the same hunt, at any given point, once one person finds the node, the other person will have an active compass helping them close in and kind of stay caught up with the whoever's in the lead. And this means that it should be both easier, like on average, it's easier for more people doing the same hunt because only one person needs to use an active compass to.
I'll be right back. I need to get myself another bench, man. This is cool.
And everyone else gets an active compass to find it after that, so it's going to be easier for everyone, whoever's kind of not in the lead, without trivializing the entire hunt. And the other thing that we've added, which I think was kind of frustrating for people, was a clear way to see the distance. So the currently the way we've implemented this shows a number, which is the number of small hex tiles in that direction that you need to go to find the next node. from our internal testing, we have discussed the fact that this might be a little bit just too much detailed information, and we might move in the future to a system where this is a little bit more vague. So maybe like a hot cold, or like a, you know, some sort of like level system, rather than just a an exact number. I think it's a little bit too much data to maybe just like giving directly to the player. That doesn't make it feel as much of what we're going for, as far as like actually like doing a treasure hunt. So just, I guess, be aware that we potentially might change the distance on that. Next up is we've got a new Empire buff building. So keep in mind that these can be built without having any kind of play in the Empire system. Any settlement can build these. They just they do take
Hexite
energy. And
okay.
This new building is the Statue of Life, and it provides a maximum health buff plus an active health regen buff in exchange for energy. So I think this will be very valuable for the Slayer enthusiasts. And the catch here is that this is also built from a rare drop. I'm actually not even sure what this is. I need to double check. How do you unlock the statue? That's a good question. I think people will have to figure it out. I don't know off the top of my head. Next up is we have a quest to unlock the Basque emote. So I know this was a very popular Empire relating emote in the past. And so we pulled it out of the game from being a default unlock because we wanted to kind of reintroduce it in a more interesting way. So this is now a quest that I think is not too hard, but should be a fun little adventure for people to go on. Next up, we also have a new quest to unlock Wagon 2.
I got more food.
I think this, if this was a smaller update, this would probably get a lot more attention. But I know this is going to be highly anticipated. And I know that also this is a quest that had a lot of kind of love and care put into it, that I think it should be one that you guys enjoy. I'm excited for people to give this one a shot and tell us what you think about it. Next up is we've added a rare drop from Hexite deposits that allow you to get a +1. I believe this is I think this is the large Hexite deposits, the Empire scale ones. Yeah, the other ones, the prospecting ones, are the Hexite fragments. So this is really like a small quality of life thing for people who are indexed into the Hexite gathering. But it does keep in mind this. This has really just a small time boost to the static Hexite gathering, but it is also a 10% increase in yield for the prospecting Hexite gathering. So keep that in mind, because you have a limited number of hits on a Hexite gathering prospecting. This will just increase the overall yield from that. We've also re-added the Gothic and Cozy Furniture sets. These have been added. This is a permanent boost, if that's what you're asking about. This is just a permanent like character stat sheet increase. We've re-added the Cozy and Gothic Furniture sets, which were previously available in the game. We've updated their tiers to just match more with the visual progression. I know some people preferred the old way. I apologize, but we think this is more fitting with the art progression of the rest of the tiered stuff. Next up, so stuff that's changed. We've increased the duration for the map location highlight. This was one that I know you guys pointed out to me on stream either last week or 2 weeks ago, and so I'm happy to have this improvement in. Next up is items will no longer be turned in automatically. I know this was something where players were maybe accidentally submitting a bunch of items for quests that they weren't realizing was about to be turned in. Now this should be more clear. It asks you very explicitly if you want to confirm turning these in. Next up, players can turn in items directly from their deployables. So this was also a feedback that we got in one of the past live streams. So if you say you complete a craft, you have auto deposit into your cart turned on. The item is added to your cart. Now it will actually flag that you are ready to turn in the quest, and you can actually turn it in directly from the cart. We've also made it so several of the, I think all of the premium emotes are now tradable. So this was something that we talked about being the intent before, but this change is finally in. A few UI improvements. The chat draggable area is now uncapped. So we talked about this in last week's update stream. This change was already kind of in the works at that time. We made it so that when you scaled up the UI last week, the chat window was not like tiny. It was like the normal size, but now it's actually even further unlocked.
Those are some good changes, man.
You can drag it to be quite a bit bigger. And we've also fixed it so the chat size, as well as several other UI kind of state things, will now persist between dimension changes as well as between sessions. We've added a quest panel opacity setting. So if you want to make the background behind the quest UI darker or lighter, you can do that. We've now also added the ability for world labels to show when you mouse over stuff. This is on by default because we believe it's kind of something that we want to be in the default experience for new players. But if you don't like it, you can turn it off. So keep that in mind. The opacity for chat is coming. It's something we were talking about when we were implementing this. It's just it wasn't ready in time for this week's update. Hexite energy can now be withdrawn from the Empire status screen. So I will show this as well when we look at the gameplay, but this is basically now a way for emperors and for whoever they grant permission to, as well as their in their officers in their ranks, can now withdraw energy directly from the Hexite treasury. The thing that this means is that if you are an emperor, you can, in theory, for any buff statues in your empire, you can, in theory, just withdraw. Yeah, so infinite buffs. So you can withdraw the energy, and you can spend it on a buff statue, which basically puts it back in your empire. So this is something that we are aware of. This is kind of part of the design here. And so the goal is to make sure that the cost of these buildings is balanced in a fair way that matches kind of the strength of the buffs and the balancing of those, as well as just keeping in mind that you as the
how do you do the
in order to give this permission
darker?
to other players, you want to be very cautious about that. This is something that
what did I miss there? How did he say you can do that?
About giving someone access to withdraw all the Hexite energy from your empire. So this is up to emperors to decide how they want to run their empire with this, but this, I think, is a pretty profound change that is not to be overlooked. And I guess with that, we've also added these two new permissions, which one is now the ability to control which rank can harvest empire resources. So currently this is just the Hexite deposits. Previously all named officer ranks could gather from these, but now you can choose as the emperor exactly which ranks have the permission. And then we also have permission to withdraw the Hexite energy, which you can choose to allow that for anyone. Blasting through a handful of the...
Oh, when you hover over shit, you can finally see what it is. Let's go.
Interiors. Fixed an issue
Let's
where the
go.
reward wouldn't resolve when entering a player's inventory. Fixed UI progression, having translated characters. Emotes which are not unlocked are no longer visible in the abilities window. The clockwork lamp now correctly has a radius of 10. We cleaned up some of the quest dialogue. The uneven horn mask now uses the correct icon. The deployable inventory now works correctly when you walk out of range and back into range. The Jackal Den extraction node the Jackal Den extraction now scales with construction power for destroying the Jackal Dens. We fixed some issues with the quest state for when transferring regions. Fixed some issues with the Empire Siege state that could cause issues. Fixed, I think this should say an issue. Let me just send that to someone to fix.
So yeah, we'll go back to it.
With claiming completed crafts, lock up the UI, remove duplicate UI from the buttons. Remove the duplicate UI buttons for marking for siege and unmarking and starting a siege, and fix being able to mark and unmark for siege on an active tower. I'm gonna just finish off the premium content and then I'll look at the questions and then we'll jump into game if that's cool with you guys. I've seen there's been a bunch of questions in here. I'm just trying to, I guess, finish the last of the stuff and then I think I'll try to get to all of your questions. So on the premium side, we have a awesome new series, which I'm really excited about. It's kind of on this Roman emperor kind of style. Which I think a lot of people are going to like.
Oh, that's how you get the line.
2 new outfits. We've got the new Leo pet. We've got a new furniture set.
I like it.
We've got the outfits.
Take my money.
Here the gladiator outfits and the royal Titan set. We've got the full bundle, which basically includes both outfits, the pet, and 2 sets of the Titan furniture. And then we also have several new emotes. We've got the Are You Not Entertained emote. We've got the Step on My Enemies emote, which is handy if you have a friend who likes to flop on the ground.
Do we?
We've got the new Flex emote and the push-ups emote. We've got the dramatic thumbs up and thumbs down emotes. And we've got the hype the crowd and get hyped.
I like that. I like that they put this in there. Even though it's paid for, you know, they're gonna make money anyway, somehow, you know. At least it's not paid to win.
Got a few known issues, which are more just commenting on things. Not all of these are exactly issues, but we have the clicking and dragging equipment into the.
In the future, we'll be adding hotkeys for switching between equipment tabs. Yes, praise the Lord. Praise the devs. Beautiful.
Likely something that we'll fix soon.
Bro, I need to take this off real quick, man. Ooh, sweaty ass fucking twisty, huh? Sweaty ass twisty, man. Look at this.
And then
it's wild, bro. It is wild today.
Anybody is late joining, but we are progressing well on the 2026 roadmap. We've got these 3 green kind of features from March that are kind of complete as of this update. The other 3 are coming in the next update, which is going to be on April 2nd.
My hair, bro.
A little bit after
March.
All
over the place.
But excited
it's all over the place.
Honestly, the sprint changes I'm like very, very excited for. The passing watchtower ownership is going to be a nice quality of life for emperors, and I'm also excited to show you guys what we have in mind for this new professions dungeon. I think it's potentially the start of a exciting new direction with more additions to the game. People excited for a little bit more variety of gameplay on the profession side.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, let me jump over to in-game, and at the same time, I will take a look at chat. So I apologize if people have asked questions that I missed. I'll try to scroll back a little bit, but I might just ask people to repaste your questions if you have one that I didn't address, and I will try to cover it. I saw a few new joiners in chat asking about the heart not working with the equipment presets. We do have a fix in the works. It should be deployed very shortly, but we're aware of that, as well as the issues with the mobs, I believe, not correctly spawning cargo when they're killed. So with that, let me jump into some questions and transition over here. I've cleared out my whole house. Let's see if we can throw in a emote. I suppose these are not included in the bundle. Let's see.
That house is huge.
Continue to loop, but we can. No, unfortunately, it doesn't. Okay, I think we need to get a nice emote that will loop here. Let's try the flex. Oops. All right, that's good for me to look at chat. Let me see here. Question, have the devs given thought on how to address bot account and multi-boxing? I understand both sides, but it's only a matter of time before as the game gains popularity on when it will really start to cause an issue, especially with multi-input. Also, is there any plans to create a more robust trade system to the game that seems geared towards hoarding resources versus selling on the market? So I will try to address these. It would be very long for me to go super deep into this, but I'll try to address it quickly.
Big and empty,
the short answer is
like my heart.
Multi-boxing is allowed in that if you have one person manually playing several accounts, like if you want to have two Bitcraft windows split on your two monitors and you want to play both of those, and while someone's gathering, you're running around doing a quest on the other one, that is allowed. I think there's many games where
I don't see a problem with that.
And I don't know realistically how we would ever prevent people from playing in that way, from a other than people streaming themselves playing like that. And so that is never going to be against the rules. What is currently against the rules, and we do take action on, and we have already in early access 2 been banning players for this, is using any sort of software or
macroing,
robotics, or whatever you want to call it, to essentially generate inputs. So whether you're playing the game once and that's mirroring to many clients to drive multiple accounts in parallel, or whether you're using software to programmatically kind of trigger inputs or trigger reducers, that is also not allowed. What is allowed with respect to third-party tools is creating a third-party tool which reads data, which then you as a human ingest and then use that to play the game. So things like tracking prices or tracking, notifications for stuff. As long as that third-party tool or client is not controlling your character, then it is allowed. It's possible in the future we'll need to kind of refine this or update this more, but that's currently what the rules are. We are enforcing this. We have already been taking action against players who are breaking the rules. So I believe that there's enough other game precedent out there that this is kind of the direction that we can sustain and kind of will work well for the game in the medium to long term. Are you ever going to fix the ever worsening lag and freezes in the game? So I would say we're constantly kind of working on
dumb question, bro.
For the game. There's certain things that are not just trivial for us to fix.
What a waste of a question.
Of, an engineer.
But you think he's gonna say, no, we meant it to be laggy, and we want it to be that way.
A potential
stupid waste of time question.
We try to put our resources into things that we can have an impact on immediately. After a certain point of digging, if something's hard to reproduce or it is requires very deep investigation to potentially not turn up anything or turn up something, obviously we're aware that there's some performance issues with the game that can be improved. We try to tackle the ones that are immediately something we can do something about and turn that around to you guys. I think the game has a lot that it needs to keep up the momentum and also just keep kind of improving it. It's my job to try and make the right decisions around what is something that I think we can get a good return on investment for the time we spend on it. And I guess you'll just have to trust that we are trying our best to identify, which issues we think we can fix in a reasonable amount of time and how much impact those will have, and trying to focus on the right stuff. But it's definitely on our radar. Regarding group prospecting, when you get placed into an existing group, you can lose your current progress and take a penalty to yield due to a net negative amount of prospect path nodes. Can this be addressed? That is to say, if I'm only at 6 out of 7 path, then get put into a 4 out of 5 path, I lose hex height. So I'm not sure what you mean by this. You should never be changing which path or like hunt you're on in the middle of it. That should never happen. If it is, that's a bug, and that should be fixed. But basically, if you have 2 groups of players or 2 players who are doing a different hunt and you get close to each other,
it's frozen again.
Be, transitioning into the other group. That's a bug if that's happening. Hopefully this new UI makes that clear. If that is a bug that's happening, then that should be much easier to identify, and we will definitely fix that if that's the case. So definitely let me know if that's actually what you're seeing, and we can get that fixed. Bitcraft Online Dev Program, any updates on that? So we are working on, we obviously posted a blog post about the Content Creator Partner Program. Up next is the Developer Partner Program, so we're going to be putting out an announcement for that very soon. I'll wait and let Lutra announce that soon, but I think probably in the next week there'll be something coming out about that. There is a bug with prospecting where on the last clue, the compass just won't show. Was a bug before this update as well.
I've heard enough. If you guys wanna check out the stream,
including a bunch of testing for this
yourself, go here. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Ooh, yeah, I like that. I really, 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 really like that. There we go. Go check out the stream yourself if you want to watch the rest. I have seen enough. Ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights on. Hey, hey. Song requests are open again. Feel free to request a song. Anything goes. You wounded heart. Yo, Björn, check the server, man. Tune. Ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights off. Fishing for my life, yo. Ooh, 'cause it's getting late. I'm gonna knock out most of the fishing. If you guys can, how far are you? You and Deb on the stations. Do you need me to jump in, or should I just work on the stuff for the next tier? Working on the next ones now. Okay, is it gonna be a big grind or what? Alright, I see you guys don't need Twisty. Huh? I'll come back. I'll start the pitch grind. I will put some tricep in the thingy-majig. Leave the pitch to me. Woohoo, come on, baby, turn the lights off. Ooh, 'cause it's getting late. Oh. Ooh, I'm just gonna hang tough. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, wait. I need not just the pitch, huh? Tier 1? I think. Oh, you don't even need that. There we go. Ooh, cause it hesitate. Hesitatiotis. Okay, 20 pitches being made. We need 117. It's easy game. Nan slapper. It's a real nan slapper. Man slaps man's nan up. Awkward, but it happens. Yeah. But it happens. But it happens. Slap your nan in the face with 10 ton of bass. I'm not gonna stream for long. I'm so tired already, man. Nan out to space. 10 ton of bass. Hey. What? That part. Man's nan out to space. Why are these fishes not going away? This is gang, call me a gangbanger. In your daily planner. That's the day you'll have a never. Not gonna happen. Wow, my last stream was March 4th. That's 15 days ago then. Nan out to space. Real Nan slapper. Call me a gangbanger. On your daily planner. That's the day you'll have a never. Not gonna happen. I am tired. I am tired. Definitely not gonna be a long stream, man. It's a real Nan slapper. Oh, I need to eat, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. But it happens. But it happens. Awkward. But it happens. Don't slap your nan. Don't slap your nan. A bad idea. Not lying in the waist. Not crying if you hate. Great. Slap man's nan out to space. 10 ton of bass. And if I hate. Great. Slap man's nan out to space. Yeah. Tapper. Yeah, I'm gonna raid out, man. I'm not feeling it. I'm tired. I'm just gonna chill and grind. I'm sorry, guys. I almost made it to 2 hours. Ha! Ha! Yeah. Let's get out of here. I am so tired, bro. Let's see who's streaming, huh? Yeah. 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 Hey. Hey. Yeah. Anybody I know? Nan out to space. Real Nan slapper. Call me a gangbanger. In your daily planner. That's the day you'll have a never. Not gonna happen. Oh man. Yeah, I've been skating. I'm way too tired for this shit, man. Yeah, I'm gonna drop you guys at Ambercat. I'm tired. I'm gonna grind and fall asleep on my chair, man. It is what it is, you know. At least I tried. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you for sticking out. Even though it was just 1 hour and 44 minutes, it is what it is. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.